Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ginalddys and today I have a fun video setting up my new memory keeping journal. So stay tuned. So I have a lot of fun information to share up with you guys. Okay guys, so before showing you guys my new setup, I want you to see the spreads I did in November and December so you can have an idea of what I am trying to do with this memory keeping journal. So hold on. This was my spread for November. This was the first time I decided to use this bullet journal as a memory keeping journal because my Sterling ink planner, this one right here, was working really well as a planner, so I didn't need my bullet journal for planning. So if you want to try bullet journaling but not necessarily for planning, this is a great idea to do so. So this was my card for November, and what I did was a 5x5 square in the calendar when I was just showing a little doodle and a little like description of how my day was or the highlight of my day. So this is a snapshot on how my month went. Any notes, particular notes that I wanted to reference, can be planning or not, and a journal like a line a day. So this works really fine. The only thing that I found with this setup is that I was journaling here and I was also journaling in my weekly spreads. What I did in my weekly spreads is that decorate the middle of the pages, and I did a quarterly spread. I mean, I call this quarterly because you divide a page in four. So the first square is gratitude spread for the week. I put the days of the week and I do my gratitude here, and this is where I journal about what happened. So in like I was doing the same thing here that I was doing there, so I switched it up for the month of December, and that's what I'm going to do moving forward. So this is what my journaling spreads for all the month of November. So this space is more than enough for me to journal, so it wasn't overwhelming and I could keep with it because it was so short. And at the end of the month, I did the month in picks. So this was my November in picks and I went into December. So that makes me feel free of not having to do a picture every week. So if you are someone that needs to do that likes to do a picture a day for a month spread that I've seen other people do, or you feel pressured to do weekly pictures because you want to fill up your weekly spreads in your memory journal, well, with this type of journaling, you really don't have to. You can do a very brief description of what happened that day. It's so easy to keep. It's just 5 minutes to do. And at the end of the month, you just do a monthly recap with the pictures that you have. I do have an app. It's I have two different ones, that Canon let me see what's the name of this thing. This is one of mine, Canon IV, and in the paper is a sticker, and with the app you can do collages, you can do stickers, you can write a description of what happened that day. This is how I keep mine. I have another one, it's a kind of selfie. It's bigger and it prints 4x6, and you can do a lot more, just that the paper is not sticker and you have to buy the ink. This, you don't have to buy the ink, it's super portable. And here I need to put more, but I'm running out of printer paper. I usually keep it here, and also the charger that it comes with, that I always have it plugged in my plugs in my desk. But this is what I use for that. Now that I remember, I need to buy the sticker paper. So yeah, I put a description here, and this is me, and with all my babies. This is my daughter and my two birds. So I put a brief description, and it saved me a space, and I just decorate, and that's good to go. So this was December. I still haven't finished that, but this is how the December was. And here, instead of a line a day, I labeled it daily win. because not only I use that for memory keeping, I also use it for self development. I am someone that tends to talk negatively to herself. Like I have that problem with me, with myself. I tend to be too perfectionist with myself and tend to not acknowledge the good things that I do, the hard work that I put on, always talking to myself that I'm not doing enough, that I am lazy, that I'm this and that is, childhood trauma with that. So I have that problem. So what I did is that I put a daily win here. Obviously, this is a snapshot of my month. I'm filming this on the 31st. That's why it's empty. Happy New Year. You're gonna see this in the first, but Happy New Year. When you see this, it's already 2025. So congratulations, you made it. But yes, this is gonna be my snapshot of the month. I love that idea. And here I labeled my daily win. I want to acknowledge what thing that I do, what that I did, small or big, that I consider it a victory or a win. And let me see. I am bilingual, so a lot of things here are both in Spanish and English. And I'm not sure if you can see it from where you are, but most of the different days here that that I all that I wrote was I survived the day, and that was a win for me. If you suffer from depression, I don't have depression, thankfully. I usually have anxiety, but there are days that you feel super low or that you feel like you just barely getting through the day. So if your victory was that you survived the day, that is a victory, and you should put in your journal and you should congratulate yourself for it because it's hard. Life is hard. Out there is hard, and we should acknowledge that. So here I did my win, my daily win. And it was so rewarding for me to go back and reread all the stuff that I considered victories and realize that I really did work. I really made an effort to get things done. That I was actually succeeding in a lot of areas of my life and I was just not realizing it because I tend to overlook that. And also in my notes at the end of the week, I am on a break here. I work for the Department of Education and I'm on a break. And I was struggling with feeling productive because my body was crashing down. I am on my period. I'm getting out of my period, but during this week I was on my period. I knew TMI. I'm sorry for the information. I knew I was gonna have low energy. I knew I was not gonna feel myself, and I knew that. So I planned accordingly and I was getting things done and I was proud of myself, but still I was feeling lazy. I was feeling bad because I was resting. And that's something I need to work on. I shouldn't feel bad because I was resting. It's supposed to be a resting time. But still, I was feeling like, why I feel like I am way too more tired than I should be. And then in my notes, it was empty. And the other day, I decided to label it week 1, week 2, week 3, like I don't know how to say, like a timeline or what exactly happened, so I can remind my own self why I was feeling the way I was feeling. My body was crashing down. I need to listen to my body. Turns out that in week 1, my daughter was feeling sick with strep throat. She was vomiting the whole time during this time. And me and my husband had to take turns to be absent from work because she was severely sick. Then the following week, I became sick with the same thing, but I couldn't take many time. I just I didn't take time off. I took my medications and all of that over the weekend, but I really couldn't rest. I was working, and on top of that, I was having errands to do. I had to do errands every day of that week after work, including meeting with my daughter's teacher, like a whole thing. So I couldn't rest at all, and I was severely sick, and I didn't have any PTO, any days off that I could take because I wasted all with my daughter, mom life. So I couldn't rest, and then the following week, still sick. Everybody on my work was feeling sick as well. There's something in the air in that building, and And on top of that, I was PMSing. My PMS is severely, it's horrible. I could get hospitalized every month because of it. So I couldn't rest from my sickness. And then I ended up being in the PMS week, still sick, still like feeling it. And then it was my time off when my period came. And then I was feeling bad because I couldn't rest. But I forgot all of this timeline. I forgot that I went through all of this. And I need to remind myself it's okay to rest. You should rest. You're not feeling well. You did your best. You actually overdid it because you didn't rest and you were there for others. It's time to be here for yourself. And I need to remind myself that's me talking to myself. And this is why I am doing this. So I'm showing you this before I show you how I set up my new one. I'm gonna put it in a time lapse, and I'm gonna talk to you through what I'm doing there so you can see. But I wanted you to see this first, so you can know my why I am doing this. The weeklies are the same. I did the whole gratitude and the journaling part. I love this, and it was easy to keep. I decorate all the weeks at the same time. May not post the rest of them, the rest of the decorations, and the video that I do in my new one due to the time. I don't want this video to be too long, but at the end of the month, I'm gonna post like an after the pin when I can like this, so you can see what I did, what I didn't, and all of that. So this is what we're working on. This is the last week that I should include it in the new one, but I did it here instead. So, and I had to buy printed paper so I can do my pictures. But this is my why. This is what I'm doing in my new memory keeping journal, and this is also my self-development book. Here I remind myself where my energy is going, and um, and why and the why I'm doing this is for me, to myself. And also it's super fun to go see old journals and see old pictures. I got the idea from my own self on 2022 when I was doing something similar, and I was in a severe anxiety attack, and I got through it because of this, and I wanted to bring it back in another way. So back then I was doing my wellness and my memory keeping at the same time, and I used to use like 3 or 4 books a year. Today, I mean, for 2025, I am doing separately, one for memory keeping and one for wellness. I'm gonna see if I can tag down in the description the video for my wellness setup if you want to look at it. It's super simple. I'm just trying new express. I'm there. I don't know what I'm doing there, but here I know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I just wanted to see this so you can understand what I'm doing next. And for my new um for my new journal, I'm using the sticker book from Live Love Posh. It's the blue set. It's the blue set. Everything here is blue flowers and blue stuff. And I'm gonna combine it with this Archer and Olive sticker book that came in the winter release that they did, and also the washi tape. I have to look for that. I have washi tape that have the same sticker that I might or may not use. I'm debating it, but this is what I'm using for now. These are the markers. I grabbed all the blue markers I could find, tumbles, mic liners, fine liners, and pencil sign brush. I don't know how to call that. In this color to match the stickers. And this beauty right here is my new journal. Is an A5 Archer and Olive. I really like this embossed golden it's texture, right? I keep doing this because it's so gorgeous, the different texture and everything with this moth inside, and has this on the side. So beautiful. And my favorite part is the edges are ripped. So I love this. It's that grid and ripped pages. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna do the time lapse so you don't sit around here for hours on end. But yeah. So hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so here I start writing my name and the front cover, and I often love to label my journals in the front page to remind myself what it was for. And here I am gluing that annoying first page that I always stay glued to the other one to start fresh in the journal. So I don't do yearly setups on any of my journals because I forget that there and I often forget how to use them. So I don't put them in my journal. But what I do like to do is like an introduction page slash yearly cover page for the journal. So that's what I did here. I just was doing the year and I was doing a blending technique with these two tumbles, dual brush tip pens. I love them because they are one of the best ones for blending in the market that in my experience so far. And I love them for that. So I was doing a blending technique to a gradient blending technique. I'm feeling the blue color lately, and that's what I was going for. That's what I chose, all blue sticker book. And I was writing this quote as a reminder for myself. It says, enjoy the little things in life and never forget how far you have come. Because this is a memory keeping journal and I want to record all the little things and to remind myself that they are actually the big things in life to be appreciative for. This is also my gratitude journal. I memory keep here. I do gratitude like I show you, and I also do self development. So it is important for me these reminders. This is a reminder for myself. And since it's a page that I'm gonna be seeing often, I like to be uh, extra pretty. So for the cover page, I am gonna recreate a little bit something that I did for the month of December. As you saw, I really loved that color combo and I want to do a similar spread, but this time for winter. So that's what I did. I used the Archinal sticker book stickers that came in the last release from the winter collection. They're gorgeous, they're pretty, and they go perfect for this cover. I like to trim the white part of some stickers to layer them and make it seem like it's a whole one scene and one sticker, and that's what I did here, and I really loved it. I put some extra snowflakes in a blue color so I can stand out the white page to cover some areas and call it a day. Nice, fast, and simple. For me, my journaling and planning, they need to be fast. I love to recreate, take my time in some spreads, but most of the time I'm always rushing. So stickers are always a good way to go. So similar to my December one, I'm gonna do the same thing for my calendar. Loved how it came out. So it's a 5 by 5 square calendar, and I'm gonna alternate the color. I really loved how it turned out that way. So I'm just doing a winter version of my December one. I loved it, and I want to do it again. Why? Because it's my journal, and I can. So I'm just doing it again because I loved it, and it's the same thing. A snapshot of my month is gonna be in this calendar, and on the left is gonna be my daily wins. In the bottom, any other notes that goes with it, and that's how my monthly setup is going to be. January is a very large month for some reason always feels like an entire year on its own, and it's also my birthday month, and I'm always feeling blue, like blue in the emotion, like I always feeling blah during this time. And self-development journaling and reminding myself that I am doing the best, that I'm doing my best, that I am always improving, cheering myself up, so to speak, is important for me. And putting it extra pretty is even more important. And I want to enjoy every season. So I tend to decorate my journals with the season. And obviously, we are in the middle of winter, it's snowy where I am, and it's gorgeous on its own. So that's what I'm doing. Here I'm using the washi tapes that goes with the collection. I'm gonna see if I can tag the collection down below, or at least the whole website from Arch and Olive, so you can go through their page and find what you like. but this is the washi tape that goes with their collection. I really love it, and it is really cohesive. If you layer a couple of their washi, you have a whole new scenery on its own. So I'm doing a simple 5 minutes quarterly, weekly for the setup, and that's all. That's good to go. So I hope you like it. Hope you got some ideas, and stay tuned for more. Bye.